Just figuring out where the angle is best. And I also stopped the dryer because we all know that's a little annoying when we hear that. Okay, should start it in 2 minutes at 15 sharp. I have to install also the secondary camera, so that's why it's taking a little more time the first time doing that with the YouTube hat. So I will see if doing the editing on the tablet afterwards is a good thing, or if it's a little too slow. Okay, so that's done, that's all done. I'm just missing the test for the head shot. The head shot seems to be a little bit low. I'm gonna raise it a little bit. Yeah. So let's see how that goes. Video. Testing the frame. Okay, it's a little bit close, but I think it's going to be better than before. Alright, so starting it now. Oh, just starting the cam. There we go, that's going to be easier like that. Right, so welcome. Like you said, it's a pretty cheap unboxing, of course, like always, but the catch is it's always something special that you most likely haven't seen unboxed before, and that can be useful for a lot of people. So I'm not sure if you can try guessing what's in this package. Okay, first of all, it's something I ordered actually after another item. It was supposed to arrive in December, they were saying, so I'm a little bit surprised, I think, to receive it, if it's what I expect. We'll see if it's that item that I am thinking about. So here is the feeling of the bag. It's quite soft, so I'm wondering if you can guess, knowing me, what it could be. It's something that's quite obvious that everybody should get if you think just a little bit of something square, soft, and colorful. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a few minutes to think about it. We're going to check the stream and put your answers in the chat, so we'll see who gets it first. just a moment. Alright, so as far as friendship rings go, I already have one in 10 karat gold and one in pure silver, so, and the other one is in copper, the one that people say looks crappy. It's a Mayan ring, so it's not really important if it's crappy or not, it's just cool. So the package looks fine, especially for what I expect it to be. And let's try to open this. I'm gonna try to show you also why it's so special. Okay, so here we go. I guess we can figure out what it is now. Nothing really fancy from the looks of it. Oh, by the way, that's not the only item in that category. Eventually there's going to be something else. But the special twist on this one is that it is half and half. So what does that allow me to do? If you check the head cam later, I'm going to show it to you what's the difference. I'm not sure if you can see me at the moment. If you look at the moment what I have, this is pretty much what I've been doing for the last few times, which is a neat idea that I had, but you have a lot of problem understanding what my idea is. So I'm going to show you what I do with this, and you're going to see the difference in a few moments. Just require a little folding, little special folding that I've thought about. We'll see if that does the result I hope for. Alright, so here is the basic result, which is the same thing I did with the unicolor headbands, but this one has already the two colors integrated, so I can do my special signature piracy headband with just one headband, no multi-layers, and the top color, which is a little bit different. So I've got a few ideas with that. So like you can see in the secondary camera here. Not sure if you can see at the back. It does a pretty good job at giving the impression of having two headbands on the head, but in fact it's only one. So a lot more comfortable to wear. Probably something to wear at night if people want to sleep at night with their headbands, and at day you can wear either a hat or a different headband, or just eventually, if you like, when you wash this one, you just turn it around and you have a second headband look, which is the black as a headband and the top red as a hat. So yeah, that's the idea behind this unboxing. It was to get some sort of a headband that would incorporate two colors at one. I've got many other items like this which will be special, and those are all things I had planned in my mind beforehand. So just saying that sometimes thinking about things that are useful is eventually a great thing for making new innovations. Maybe it's not new, but I've never seen this before, and I had thought about this a while ago in my mind. So yeah, when I say I've thought about theories when I was a kid or things like that, so often people think I'm joking, but it's true that I had imagined different things that weren't proven before and that have been proven afterwards. So that's pretty exciting for me. Of course, I'm not expecting you to think that I've invented better things than other people have thought about before, but all I can say is that things like Nikola Tesla's plans that are coming out right now are things that I had already wondered if somebody had tested, and since they were secret plans, we never knew that it had been tested by Nikola Tesla before. So it's pretty exciting to live in those days, I believe. Interesting that we have such advancements and such possibilities that are coming up with, especially the pyramids, finding out new chambers and other special electric properties of the pyramids that we are finding out could very well be electric producing centrals, places where instead of having hydroelectric, well, actually it's a hydroelectric plant, because the pyramids move slightly up with the water that flows under them, and the movement of the heavy bricks on top generates a current, an electric piezo current from the crystals embedded in the rocks making up the pyramids. So that's a very, very central point to believe that humanity probably already had a lot of advancements, maybe like 250,000 year old before, because a lot of people think that the pyramids were done recently, like in 10,000 years ago, but in fact they've found out that by digging under the Sphinx there was water damage more consistent with 100,000 of years of erosions. So a lot of explanations to do on that. Of course, I'm not expecting you to listen to that right now. It was just the unboxing and testing of the cameras that I wanted to do. It's going to be interesting to see if the hat cam, because at the moment the hat cam is working, the camera has not fallen down. I'm looking at it right now, and I'm going to add it to the video so everybody can see that. Of course, my videos are always long at the beginning to test everything out. At the moment, it's a shoestring cheap tripod setup, so as you can see, it's possible to do. Not really expecting to beat anybody, just expecting to have experience, especially if Zuni or Zuni. I at the moment I prefer calling her Zuni because her attitude is more like the original name that she had. but eventually hopefully it's going to be a Zuni that we'll be working with, and having the possibility to make videos that will be more interesting to you guys, because of course I don't expect people to watch as much a guy than watching a beautiful woman in her bloom like Zani will be. And of course, those are all plans that I had thought about 2 years ago for that section, for that part. But like I say, even if things don't turn out exactly how I have planned them, most often there's a reason for that, and something even better comes out of it. So hopefully we'll see that soon. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go try to video edit before Zani or Zuni comes on. Let's say Zani for now, and as in Sunny. Oh, and by the way, my name, for people who wonder how to pronounce it, the reason I chose Ben is because the Scottish do not have an easy time with R's. Like people who are called Rick are often changed into Dick. So people who are called Dick as Scottish are really Ricks, but the R's aren't pronounced. So for Burn, which is my true usual diminutive, instead of saying Burn, often Scottish would probably say Ben, because the R isn't pronounced. So that's why I chose that, to change up, and 3 letters easier to fit inside of small name spaces, and also easier to pronounce for English-speaking people, like we've seen with the singing from Zani. Of course, she sings pretty well in French, even though she never really learned French. I can understand probably a quarter of the words that she's saying in French, so that's pretty good, especially for something ad-lib like that. And of course, my real name, my full name is Bernard, which there are 2 R's in them, even harder to pronounce for English people and impossible to pronounce for Scottish people. So Ben for Scottish, Bern for English, and Bernard in English or French for experienced people. So obviously you can look up the name Bernard Rogers if you want to know somebody who I like his style of music, his sound, things like that. We know a lot about Tash, but my personal favorite above Tash is Bernard Rogers. So that's how you pronounce in English Bernard. In French it's Bernard. So thank you for watching. I'm gonna go do the editing now, and thank you for testing out the live stream. See you next time. Have a good day.